All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Pop West on Politics. Very nice to see you again. This is Check-In Wednesday. Before we get started, I'd like to have a little taste, a little drink. So, what do we have? Mr. Donald Trump has decided to park 2 nuclear subs outside of Russia's shores. From what I've been told, from what I can ascertain, he is telling Russia to withdraw from Ukraine because he does not like all the killing that's been going on lately. Hey, remember what I always said in other episodes, when Donald Trump does something good, I'm gonna give him praise. When he does something wrong, I'm gonna call him on it. Congratulations, he's actually doing something good. Yes, I agree. He should make Russia withdraw from Ukraine and stop this war. That's a good thing. It's a positive thing. Hey, if you do something good, I'm gonna say it. Okay, so let's see how this works out. I think this is a good positioning for him. This is a good show of strength for him, showing that he's been in leadership for once. And, he's showing leadership. So this is very important for America. So this is for all the Trump haters, the Trump supporters, etc., etc. We can agree on this. Great thing, wonderful, beautiful. Hope it works out. Now, with that being said, one thing I want to remind MAGA and Trump supporters, and I remind you of a few things. Remember, you wanted the Epstein files to be released. Okay. You were told they won't be released. Mr. Trump said it's a hoax. Why are we still talking about it? Okay. And then you were distracted or with a deflection to go to Obama and Comey about the Russia connection, about interfering with our elections back in 2016. Remember that? Okay. Now, here's the thing. Marco Rubio works for Donald Trump. If he is one of the people on the committee to find out about who interfered in our elections in 2016, and they already agreed to who did it, so we know that Donald Trump is trying to deflect us. We know the truth. Russia did interfere. Now, MAGA, if you want to believe that, that's because you don't want to hold Donald Trump accountable for Epstein. Now, what do you believe? Obama and Comey interfered with the election and they falsified some records, or you're going to believe that Donald Trump is sending his right-hand man down to Ghislaine Maxwell's prison, talk to her, and now she's been transferred to a minimum security prison? So remember, if this is all a hoax, there's nothing to see here. Why are they talking to Ghislaine Maxwell, been convicted of a 20-year sentence for trafficking young girls and having sex with young girls with Epstein? There's no reason to talk to her. There's no reason to deal with her. So, you have to ask yourself, man, you can't lie to you, gotta look in the mirror. The only reason that he would be doing that is because he's trying to set up a situation to have her come out and tell you, Mr. Trump wasn't in the files. Mr. Trump didn't know anything about that. So, there's one way to find out. Just release the files. Release the files. No matter what he says, no matter what he does, release the files. Protect the innocent, release the files. Now, with that being said, we want Trump to be a president for all of us. We want him to do better. He needs to do better. Now, also I've heard that he is willing to retrieve or reverse some of his policy on deportation with a lot of the immigrants that are working in the farm and the fields, which is cool. I would appreciate that too. But he should reverse it with all of them and give them a chance to become a legal citizen of the United States the normal way. With that being said, MAGA, remember, you can't move the goalposts. His words, I'm only going after murderers, drug traffickers, the worstest people that are immigrants in the country. Not hard-working people been there for years taking care of their family. Remember that, that's what he said. So he needs to be held accountable for just that. If you're going to make America great, so you say, go after the bad people, let the good people stay here, bring them back, make sure they're doing what they're supposed to do. Remember, most of these jobs, Americans don't want to do them. So you got to make your mind up. Either you, MAGA, you're going to get an application and you're going to go and do these jobs, or they need to come back, because that means we have a low workforce. Just saying. Also, crime has not decreased. So that means if you deport them, crime should decrease. If you check the records, check the numbers, crime hasn't moved. So what if he's doing is not working? With that being said, let's come to an understanding, MAGA. We got a misunderstanding. You support Donald Trump, whatever he does. I'll hold Donald Trump accountable. Me and others, we're going to hold him accountable. So we all come to understanding. When he do something good, I'm going to give him praise. When he do something bad, I'm going to hold him on it. Now, something new came to my attention too. I'm sure you know about this. Texas is trying to gerrymander different regions in Texas to get 5 new seats in Congress. And so what I've been told, they have to deal with some Democrats and Republicans inside Texas. So a lot of the Democrats, they left the state, so they cannot proceed with this process. From what I've been told is the governor of Texas is trying to send sheriffs and marshals to go after these people, saying it's illegal for them to leave, or they took a bribe, or someone gave them some money to leave the state. It's not true. What they're doing is they're trying to protect their constituents in their area, and they're not going to let him gerrymander their regions. So they are being strong. They're bringing a gun to a gunfight. Now, one other thing. A lot of people saying that the Democrats are soft. The Democrats are finally showing some spine and showing some fight. At least I like what I'm seeing. A lot of the governors that are in blue states, just to name a few, Maryland, New York, and California, they're saying if Texas gerrymander their regions, they're going to do it in New York, Maryland, and California. That means whatever seats that we lose, they'll be replaced from those states. So that if the Republicans want to play these games, they want to try to, reverse power, we're going to bring a gun to a gunfight. You fight power with power, gun with a gun. I hate to have to come down to this, but this is what we got to do. So, with that being said, this is Pop Wilson Politics, and I'll see you next time.